Hello. I do hope it's gonna be better now. I do have a connection, and I do hope it is not gonna bounce around all over the place. Just gonna say it really quickly over here. I did switch to a certain server, not an automatic server, so I hope that actually helps. We'll see. In the meantime, of course, as you can see, the players are getting into the game. It's still a game paused, and of course we need to wait for everybody to get in so I can unpause. Yeah, there we go. Show player list, resyncing. Yeah, should be fine. Justice, are you still here, sir? Minehead? Is it still lagging for you? That's the biggest question that I have. I hope I fixed it. Okay, we're just waiting for the hashkey to rejoin. Okay, there we go. No, it fixed. I didn't do anything. Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Well, that's good to know. Hopefully, it's gonna be fine. Like I said, we're gonna need to discover together how to get this to the proper the proper things. Okay, so what's going on here? We do have Priz with England getting his, of course, 1-1 tile, or possibility to go for the sheep tile. He will have a coast, and this time, unfortunately, doesn't have multiple continents to go for. He will also have Russia to the northwest. Of course, Freezil is going to be across that pond, the Bridgewater Bay, and they might actually duke it out a little bit next up. I do also notice he does have quite a few of these patches to improve, and of course a possibility to actually get that wood, the tobacco tile to the northeast, but he needs to stay in place to actually spend a little bit of gold, not a lot of gold, a little bit of gold, 25 gold for the first tile buys. To the northwest, we do have Freezil over here in the tundra. Already St. Petersburg got settled on the coast, but with actually, wait a second, that is a lake. This is a lake. Yes, this is a lake, and even if it did have a bit of fresh water from the river, it should have been fine. And oh my god, he actually has in his second ring, look at these, look at this Tearty tile. Amazing, by the way, amazing. I really like this. I think the team labels should be fine. We 7 CS and Bus Magique. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, scouts coming out of his city. He's gonna need to figure out what's around him, and of course needs to figure out that England is gonna be on this coast before he's actually gonna put a city there. I'm pretty sure he would want to put a city there, but needs to be careful how he's gonna do that. Looking at the south here, we do have Picfix, and this time it does. Oh my god, this is the second Cree high spawn. Oh my god, what is this? What is this spawn coming out from Picfix here? Has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 possible extra bonuses for his trade routes, and of course pastures and camps alike. You can see the ivory tile, you can see his deer tile, has horses, sheep, so many tiles that he could improve. Another one, by the way, he just moved one tile to the north, so he has access to that horse on the west side as well. That is gonna be this is gonna be an incredibly high roll spawn for Picfix over here. So much food, so much gold from just a single trade route. I'm looking forward to see if he's gonna rush those commercials. Definitely thinking that he's gonna rush those commercials. In the beginning, he's gonna need to drop some gold on that ivory tile, so he gets to benefit from the extra production. But I do hope he's gonna be fine with it, and of course get that gold from his allies around him. You can see in a semicircle over here. Let me actually put the map a little bit bigger. In a semicircle, we do have a lot of these city states. So he is he is not gonna have an easy enemy to go against. Oh, actually, wait a second. I do see an ally here to the west side. Alexis Krempp to his west side with Poland. He does have a choice to go for the nice diamond tile to settle on. Could actually go for the north if he wanted, but I guess no. Geothermal. That is actually on a hill, so it would lose a bit of movement. The only problem with that diamond tile, if you want to settle on it, you do have to drop some gold to actually get some more tutus, which might be a problem. And again, it's going to be up to the players' choices if they think they will have enough resources to actually give around that gold. Well, it looks like they don't think that, and the city of Krakow settled in place, so he is going to just work the diamonds, not settle on them, and of course benefit from its amenity. Still, extra gold is going to be fine. We do need to see what's also going on over here. South. Do we have anything? No, it doesn't look like we have anything, but we do have Rome, Trololo, coming up to the southwest, and by the looks of it, we got a few questions here. A flying toilet asking me if I am expecting ancestral Rome. Honestly, not really. I don't think Rome is gonna go ancestral. Well, I mean, most of the time, if I have to remember what Rome did go for, like 90% of the time they do go for audience chamber and not ancestral home on Rome. But anyway, we might see a bit of a difference here, especially with the Magnus third right now as a possibility for that extra movement on the settlers. We'll couple that with ancestral and so on and so forth. Might be a strategy. I'm not so sure it's a viable one, but anyway, that's one of the things that of course I do like when I watch so many of these games, because players do try out these strategies, and we get to see them being played out, and we get to see their effectiveness in different scenarios, which of course allows us to make a decision if it's good, if it's not good, if it's if it needs changing, if it needs a little bit of feedback over there. Anyway, in this scenario, looks like of course he can go on the coffee tile, and probably that's what he's gonna do. He's not only gonna have the extra culture from his monument, the free monument of Rome, but he's gonna get the extra culture from the coffee tile and the amenity. Very nice, by the way, from Trololo. Does have a second array of cities to the northeast, and to the north I do see him benefiting from a few of these tiles. Looks like at some point I do see, well, I guess we do have the pin bug over here. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's why we see some freezes from some time to some time. Oh, well, it happens, and also I have to say this because I just noticed at home I'm used to watching you guys on the left side. Like, I'm always watching you on the left side. That's the camera. So it takes a while until I get used to watching up on the camera over here on the screen. So we can get some eye contact over here. I'm sorry. It's I'm gonna do my best to adapt to the situation. We do also need to keep on checking what's going on here. Zulu with Wulundi, he's gonna benefit from some banana. Did just pop a scout out of the city center, and of course Astikos over here is starting to get a read out of the northern territory while he's sending his scout to the south. Does have a lot of fresh water, does have the Pantanal to the east side over here, and looks like of course without that 2-2 base at the beginning, he's gonna be a bit late on his scouts. Shouldn't be that big of an issue, but still going 2 scouts over here might be a bit too expensive. We'll see. We do have also to the northwest Phoenicia. Looks like Valeb is gonna have the city of Tyre on the 2-2 tile. Ooh, does have a dice tile to work at the beginning. That's gonna be free faith. That might be one of those God of the Sea pantheons being picked up over here, and of course quite a lot of production extra for his from his crab tiles, from his fish tiles. So you can see all of these coastal resources in the Gulf of Gabes. Of course, that is a question that we will need to answer when he's gonna pop that 12th faith and see if he is actually gonna pick that. Lester de Souza, tell me the mic sounds quieter than usual, but is it fine though? That's my biggest question. Is it fine? Do you hear me okay? I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not at home. I'm like, how to say? I'm in France, in Lyon, live from the event over here. So I'm not on my usual equipment. I'm using another computer. I'm using another microphone, another setting. So I think the only thing that is the same is basically like my, how to say, this one. I have like some headsets that I use at home. And to actually hear what's going on. Okay. It's fine. Okay, hello there all, and +1, good evening, sir. And of course, Chingo, hey man, someone changed it up and you are echoing in that room, but it does look like you have some good done. Wait, what? I don't know what that done is, but I hope it's good. It's good. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, looks like we got in turn 7. We did have one more civilization to go for, and I think that was Tearty over here with the goals. We do need to check his location really quickly here with a few of these. Oh, you mean they're supposed to be sun? Okay, never mind. Yeah, I have a lot of light coming on me, man. I'm like bathed right now in light. 2 of these powerful lights coming from up above. And indeed, it don't get lost in France. Man, yeah, just walking down the streets, you never know what might happen. I don't know, man. And not lost because you know, being forced to be lost, but man, there's some beautiful things going on around here. We do have a remap vote going on, and of course we do need to see if they will want to use that vote or not. And yes, Soul Triangle, I did get a baguette this morning. I got a baguette. That's how I started my day up. Also close to me than before, indeed. Thank you very much, Etor4K, for the prime, sir. Thank you. And it looks like we do have a remap choice, as in the players are gonna play on this map, and this is one of the first games started, of course, on the CivLAN 2022, being organized by the CivLAN. Oh, that actually took a while to actually get how to say, on the stream over there with the horn. I didn't. Oh. You know what Malm got me? One of these. I'm gonna go crazy, man. Oh, give me some toys. Yay! This is gonna be like in the how to say, like in football. Anyway, let's come back to this and see what's going on over here. It looks like, of course, we do have the first round of settlers coming out of their cities. I do want to quickly check out their strategic resources, because, you know, that's usually how it goes. Hello there, Gilweez, and welcome, sir. Looking at Tearty over here, he's gonna have an iron tile to the north. I do want to point out he does have a +4 Oppidum near the iron tile, and of course that quarry from the stone. That's gonna be quite nice. By the looks of it, he's also gonna get another settler out in 8, and his horses are gonna be on the east side in the 3rd ring, which is gonna be a bit of expensive. I'm not so sure horses are gonna be the way to go here for him. I'm also a bit surprised about his choice to go to the west over here. He probably didn't scout the north properly, because he did have this sugar tile to actually settle on, a lot of food, extra amenity, and of course he just needed to drop some gold on that stone tile to get the extra production. It would have been quite nice. But anyway, he's gonna go to the northwest. He's gonna have quite a few totals to work, and he does have the fresh water from the river. Looking at Phoenicia, we do have him with a settler coming out next turn. Looking at, of course, the score screen here, we do have him with a 9 faith right now, and actually Tearty is going to be on 12. Looks like he popped a hut with some faith, and of course managed to get his, let's see, he just bought a builder, or maybe popped a builder, not sure, no notification over here. Really looking forward to see what kind of pantheon is he going to go for. A lot, actually, Picfix with Tearty are on more than 12 faith, and Freezil, by the way, has 12 faith. So one of these 3 boys will get a pantheon here. There we go. Earth Goddess coming up on Russia. We do have Valeb with possible iron in the capital. It does look like he is going to have a bit of a problem with his horses. I don't see horses anywhere here, so that's not one of those strategic resources that he's gonna get acquired in his empire. Oh well, it happens, man. You can't have everything. He does have a settler coming out of the city of Tyre, and of course in 6 turns he did go for the improvements in the water. He might be preparing for that good old god of the sea improvements here, and that is going to be quite an additional production that he's going to get to benefit from. Looking at the southeast, we do have Astikos with a settler coming up in 5. He already has a settler going on the way towards the west side here, and of course as you can see, he does have a city with a possible banana plus 4 campus over here between that banana tile, the mountain, the geothermal, and of course he does have a 2-2 base to work. You can see if I place the lens for the settler, it does show me the 2 tiles that he could actually go for. I do also notice he has access to his iron tile. His horses were already improved to the south here, and of course he started accumulating those in his territory. To the southeast, we do have Trololo with a settler going to the northeast. He is benefiting from a lot of culture per turn. He is already on a 5 culture a turn with 3 science. Does have his settler going to the northeast. Problem, I'm actually curious if he's gonna settle on that geothermal or settle on the hill. That's gonna be the problem. Yeah, there we go. The one that he just stepped on. That's the biggest question. I'm really curious what's going on here. I do also notice he does have access to both iron and the horses. They're gonna be a bit expensive to the north, but shouldn't be that big of an issue. Also, Seb, hello there, and finally a game at a decent time for you to live in the future. Yes, we'll live in the future, yes man. Indeed. We're gonna have games all day long, by the way. Today, tomorrow, the day after tomorrow until Sunday evening, there will be quite a few games in the tournament. I do think I'm gonna keep the stream up all day long, just if I'm not gonna be actually streaming the game. I'm definitely gonna put how to say the image of the tournament with some music in the background, and of course get some updates over here on Twitch. So it's gonna be text updates. Maybe sometimes I'm gonna come in with the microphone and of course talk what's happening here, what do we do, where are we. There still are things that we could improve, and of course there's a lot of information that I'm trying to share in my Discord for everybody to see. Going to the north here, we do need to see what's going on. Oh, there we go. We got Poland already going for the holy site projects. Of course, the city of Krakow over here did manage to get one of those first holy sites put down. I don't see Warsaw. Oh, never mind. I do see Warsaw putting down one of those holy sites in such a way that he could benefit from a sacred path over here, and it kind of seems like that's going to be his choice, since he didn't put the one from the city of Krakow next to a river. It doesn't make sense to actually go for something like river goddess. Anyway, I'm curious what he's gonna pick here. First of all, his beliefs, if he's actually gonna get that reliquaries, or if he is gonna go for a river goddess versus secret path and so on. There are quite a few choices that he could nail. I do also notice he does have an iron tile between his cities. His horse tile will be 2 tiles away from the capital, so it's fine. That means it's going to be quite cheap, 25 gold to buy, and I'm pretty sure he's actually going to grow into it. In Russian territory, we do have him settling his 2nd city. Oh my god, Yaroslav, what is... Oh, my brain hurts right now. Look at this amazing city. Oh my... Oh, bro, who's playing Russia? Freezil. So lucky, bro. Look at that. Extra faith, extra culture, extra gold coming up from these tiles. He does have... a very good also Lavra next to it, a plus 4 Lavra next to it, while Cree is sniffing around it. I do hope he's actually gonna protect that. Oh no, he's gonna feast on the Lavra. He's gonna I remember, guys, I did tell you there are no more first moves, no more last moves. So whatever's gonna happen here is gonna happen. They're gonna try to shift enter, they're gonna click, and it happens instantly. There is like no more lag. It is unbelievable what will happen. Let's see it. shift enter goes, and of course one of them did, the other one didn't. The Picfix Occhitao did just stay in place. It looks like he did have, oh my god, it did go through. Freezil was faster on the shift enter. He managed to protect the lava, and of course that Occhitao over here just is left alone to watch what's going on. He does have a promotion, you can see in the bottom right of the screen. He does have 45 out of 45 experience points. That is enough for him to actually get his second promo over here. Might just slap that scout, then get a promo next turn, then keep on slapping again. But anyway, in the meantime, we do have another Russian settler going to the southeast. He does have a slinger coming out of Yaroslavl to protect, give a bit more protection over here against Occhitao, and we'll see. Also, Zakitana Pare, good evening, sir. I have to say that I love your streams and your energy. I have to say that I prefer the equipment you are having at home. No green screen, etc. Plus, the keyboard is extremely loud. Yes, I'm sorry about it. Yes, indeed. Actually, one of the things that I did do at home, I just forgot about mechanical keyboards. They are extremely loud even if I'm not streaming. Just hitting them, that just makes me crazy. But anyway, I couldn't help it here. Of course, I did come with a plane, and I had limited luggage, so I couldn't bring everything that I could. Maybe in the next one, I'm gonna try to get one of those banal, how to call it, luggage going, and try to put everything properly. I'm sorry. This is, I guess, learning curve, learning process that I need to go through to see what works, what doesn't work. I did also want to try to give the benefit of having all of this equipment ready, made, and available at this location at La Source. Ryajun already calling it out. Russia culture victory. I don't know about that. I do not know about that. We'll see. We will see if that's going to be the case here. Also, as you can see, we do have quite a few of these faith points coming out from his Earthcast Pantheon. He will generate 12 faith per turn just from that, and of course he does have his Lavras down. We'll need to see what kind of religion he's going to go for. At the moment, I see only Poland picked up reliquaries with a lay ministry. And he did go for City Patron Goddess as a Pantheon. Okay, so we got our question. It's not going to be Sacred Path, not going to be River Goddess. It is going to be City Patron. Okay, that's interesting. Actually, that is interesting. I feel like this might have been a bit different with a lot of more faith. But anyway, with the reliquaries, he is already generating 24 faith a turn. And of course, Alexis Krempp over here, I do believe he knows the way. It's maybe different than we know it, but he definitely knows the way. Yeah, let's keep on watching what's going on here. One sec. Russia has access to horse style, has access to iron, so both of those strategics are going to be fine. Looking at this, I do see a Picfix coming up from Mr. Vasis to CivLAN. He's already putting down those traders and building another one. That's going to be important. I can only stress how much gold and how much food this will be for his cities. You can see he already improved one of these deer tiles, and actually two of them. Oh my god, with Goddess of the Hunt Pantheon, getting that extra food, extra production in those tiles, yes, and of course some extra gold over there, not to mention we do have him with extra food and gold coming out from his trade routes. A third settler going to the south over here. It is going to be on the coast, and it doesn't look like he's going to actually have anyone to trade with, but it's fine. He's going to go internal, so whatever. We do have him with available horses already improved. I do see another tile here on the west side, and unfortunately his iron tile is going to be a bit further away on the west here on the fourth tile, but he does have one over here to the south that is going to be in his third ring from the capital, and probably second ring from his next city over here. That's going to be placed between the lake and this coast. I also noticed we do have England with God of Open Sky as a pantheon. He's starting to generate that culture from his pastures, and of course already with 3 of them improved, he's growing up in the world here. Very nice. Getting another builder. I do see establishing Moksha in the city of London, and of course already working on those trade routes. Unfortunately, he only has one single continent, so he's only going to benefit from the free boats that he's going to get when he's going to build those Royal Navy dockyards. No extra trade routes, no extra things over here for him. Oh well, I mean, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, and in this case it looks like the extra culture coming up from his pastures will need to be on point. We do have him with, of course, horses already starting to accumulate in his empire. He does have an iron tile right next to the city of London, and of course, both of those strategic resources will serve him quite right. I do have to say, it takes me a little while to get accustomed with the mouse. It feels like it's flying all over the place. It's a bit too fast for my liking, but maybe I can figure out a way to actually dwindle down the sensitivity of it. Okay, so let's see. Wordface, hello there, sir. Good evening. Love the thought of Michael going through customs with his hat in a proper hat box. I'm sorry. I had it on my head. I had the hat on my head all the way, man. They were like, you know, at the customs, I was like, you know, with a mask on the face, with the hat on. I was like, you can imagine, only my eyes were seeing like this. And at the customs, hat off and the mask down, and I was like, oh, hello. Yeah, it was quite something. They actually, you know, I have also my microphone with me, but I couldn't, like, the screws are a little bit different, so like this one is a little bit smaller than I would need to actually get it. So I mean, I couldn't plug it in. So they stopped me to check my microphone. Like, what do you have there, bro? It kind of looks suspicious. You gotta show us what that microphone is, because, you know, it's kind of big. Like, it happens when it happens. I mean, you know, I just unwrapped it and showed them. Ta-da! It's a microphone, man. It's okay. Anyway, it's fine. Yeah, is that a microphone in your pocket? Yeah, let me get that down. You know, casually selected for a check. Anyway, let's see what's going on. Religious settlements coming up from the Gauls. Look like he is going places. He wants to expand a lot, and of course he started to improve his tiles. I'm pretty sure an oppidum will be upcoming over here. Since he is starting to get his quarries going. Did manage to settle another 2 cities, and of course with his traders going to the east side over here directly towards Phoenicia, he's starting to acquire more gold. I do see also monuments starting to appear here in his build queues, and Bingala with Moksha will both establish, one in Duracorteron, one in his capital Aduatuca, and of course he's going to generate that extra culture with some extra science. We do have also God of the Sea being picked up over here from Phoenicia. You can see how much production he's benefiting from that single pantheon choice. 1, 2, 3 right now. He can actually get the crabs improved. He can get more fish tiles improved. And of course, that is going to be quite interesting to see. When he's gonna finish all of those improvements, what's gonna happen here? So much potential coming up from Valeb. Of course, with the Phoenician Empire, he does get his Cothons, the replacement dockyards, and this will mean that he's gonna get also extra production towards his settlers, his boat, unique boat, abide him, and so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be quite nice for Valeb. I'm a bit surprised about his choice of a first governor here. He's going for Magnus in his capital. I do see him working on that first trade route, but this feels a bit early for Magnus. I would have hoped he's gonna go Magnus second here, with Pingala coming up on the first. One of the things I was talking about yesterday with Priz and Rigi, it does feel like going Magnus first for only one single trade route is a bit too late on your expansion. Like, just the timings for motion and everything are a bit skewed. Anyway, going forward, I do want to check out really quickly all of their pantheons, and then we're gonna go and get that prediction going. We're gonna have to also see the city states. There's a lot of things to catch up on. God of War and Plunder for Zulu. We do have Rome over here with fertility rights, and magically my mouse actually started moving slow. Okay, magically appeared over here. Okay, what do we have? Goddess of the Hunt, of course, being picked up by Cree. We got him going for Temple of Artemis. Oh my god. Do you see what I'm saying? God, oh my god, Temple of Artemis over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 amenity Temple of Artemis. Oh, that is gonna be a problem. I don't know what you're talking about, the game state toilet, by the way. Over there, there's like no Jackie here. Also, Wordface, you might have a button on the mouse between the mouse wheel and your hand that you press it to cycle through the API on the mouse. That's what I have at home on my Logitech, but this is another one. This is, I think, a Corsair mouse, and if I press those buttons, it doesn't do the same thing. I did try that, yes, indeed. I do have like 2 buttons, and I tried to cycle, but yeah, it doesn't work. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. What do we have here? God of Open Sky, of course, I said that. Earth Goddess on Russia. We did have this religion on Poland, and I do want to see if Russia got one. No, Russia didn't get one. Okay, so I think we covered the basics over here. We saw the land, we saw their openings, we saw their next cities. We kind of got an idea about what kind of governors they're gonna go for, and of course we do need to see the potential hot points of the map here. Looks like, of course, there's definitely gonna be Freezil going against 3 players. We do have Poland with England on the east and Cree to the south. He's gonna be in a bit stuck. I would say a bit stuck. That might be a problem for him. He can keep on going in the tundra over here, but if he doesn't go for the food belief, that is definitely going to be a big problem for him, because he's just not going to have enough food in the tundra to grow taller and, of course, build those districts that he much desperately needs. With his face generation, I'm pretty sure he is going to have a strong monumentality. We're 4 turns away from the next era, and as you can see over here, we do need to check out the players. Everybody got their golden age. Okay, 26 on Valeb, we got 30, 33, 37, 19, 22, 23, 25. So everybody got over the threshold necessary to get their golden age. It should be fine. We also have the final religion here. Zers, feed the world with defender of the faith. He definitely is gonna need to defend against multiple sides, and he felt a bit how to say troubled by how many people are going against him. Let me actually pick up a bit of water here, and also see in the select mouse settings, and then click on change speed. Let me actually try that right now. I need to click button and then mouse settings. Oh, by the way, did I mention I have like literally everything is in French? Oh. Even the keyboard was in French. Contrôlez votre souris avec un pav numérique. Améliorer la visibilité et contrôler le curseur de la souris. What? Bro. Okay. Vitesse de curseur. Okay. I found it. I found it, guys. I found it. Okay. Let me see. Is this... Okay. This works. Oh my god. Bro. I don't know why, but it's like lagging whenever I try to change something over here. I think this is fine. Okay, I think this is fine. And yes, it's all, yeah. It's yeah, what can I say, man? What can I say? It's fine, it's fine. The French keyboard is like the A is not where it's supposed to be, the M is not where it's supposed to be, the Z, the W, the like... What, bro? You need to keep shift pressed to actually click on the numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What, bro? I don't know. Anyway, I found it. It's fine. Okay, let's check out the city states and then I'm gonna put up that prediction going. We got Nascan, we got La Venta, we got Arma coming up for Faith Civs, and by the looks of it, we got Bandar Brunei with Muscap coming up on the Gold Generation. Can with Kabul and Granada are also making an appearance over here, and of course they're gonna give some extra production towards military units. Very nice. Not to mention a can. Oh my God, free walls. Well, I guess you get the free hits on walls. Oh, thank
now
you
this
very
is the time slot I like.
Hey, dropping DZ, man. Thank you very much for 1 year. Unbelievable, man. Thank you, sir. And indeed, it is one of those times. I do see also Kabul will give some free experience, double experience actually, whenever you're going to attack. We got Buenos Aires, Johannesburg with Hong Kong coming up for industrial city states, and Mitla will be the only one giving those science points. And give me a second here because I really need to drink some water. I feel like it's, I need to be hydrated. And of course, right after this, I'm going to need to click on more buttons on the dashboard so I can get that prediction going. Oh man, I would really love glass. I only have one of those like paper glasses for my coffee, which I mean it's all good, it's all fine. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but I would need a bigger one if I would put water in it. Okay, so let's click buttons over here. Let me actually move on the other screen and get a prediction going. I know I had the dashboard open, so it should be fine. Manage prediction. There we go. Start prediction. Who will win? And we got on one side 7CS, on the other side we got Bus Magique. Okay, and submission period, we're gonna give them 30 minutes to actually, we're gonna give you actually 30 minutes to correctly predict this. It's the streamer or more, we'll need to confirm with him for the, yes, okay, got it. Okay, there we go. Now you also have the numpad for numbers. Yes, you do, but honestly, I'm not used to using the numpad like ever. You know what? Like to use the numpad, you actually need to move your hand from the mouse on the numpad. Why would you do that extra effort when you can just? I don't know. I'm always using my my left hand for even numbers. Anyway, maybe that's just me. You know, you get used to something and sometimes it takes a while to actually get unused to it or adapt. Okay, let's see what's going on here. We're just a few turns away, one turn away, a few moments away from going to the next era. We're going to need to check out their golden age options and of course see what they will go for. You can see immediately, by the way, from the positioning of these cities, Cree with Victoria and Poland are all three of them going towards Russia. They're starting to wrap around him, and of course they're going to try to keep him as much as possible to the north here. We do have horses coming out from St. Petersburg, and of course I do see more archers. While he's gonna get that faith going, he will definitely have quite a few options to build military units and at the same time sim with his faith generation. I do also notice more settlers coming out from Phoenicia. He did manage to finish up his Cothons. That means he's getting that extra production. Probably will see an encampment. Government plots are being placed out soon, and of course I do notice that he is going to be quite close to Zulu. Astikos might actually go to punish him for his closeness over here, and of course you can see already a warrior of Astikos is sitting in a forest like right across the capital of Tyre, trying to watch what's going on over there. Like, do you see what he's building, bro? Is he making units? Is he getting that gold ching? Can we like see his coffers and so on and so forth? That's in the mind of this warrior over here from Zulu, and of course all of that information is going back to his cities, and Astikos will need to make a decision if he wants to go to war with the city of Tyre or not. To the southwest, Ambiorus is going to be his back body over here, and of course they will trade with each other to get some extra gold generation going. I do see 4 cities. Astikos is putting down campuses. He's going for his government plaza from the city of Ulundi, his capital. And by the looks of it, of course, now that we are in the classical era, I do see him in a pen, brush, and voice golden age. I do also notice we got 5 cities coming up from Rome. He is going to be on the other side of Zulu, and this might be the only hope of Phoenicia. If Rome over here will manage to keep all of that attention on him from Zulu, he might take away all of the aggression from Phoenicia, which is going to be exactly what he needs to do. I do see Rome with his 5 cities. Of course, he's benefiting from a pen, brush, and voice golden age. He's getting his builders out, and of course, he did manage to get a few production points into his granaries. He does have non-freshwater cities, and until he gets path, oof, that's gonna be a bit of a extra production on his granaries here. I do also notice he went for Moksha second with Magnus in his capital. Doesn't really have anywhere to trade or anyone to trade with, and like I was saying, I've been worried this might be a bit too slow, but since he is with Rome, he does have that extra culture coming up from his monuments and so on and so forth, which I mean might save him on the tempo. We got a few commercials coming out from his cities, and of course that extra those extra points in the great merchant screens will save him from a lot of trouble if he does manage to get some of those free trade routes, which is something that we're gonna need to see. I'm pretty sure that Cree over here will want those. We're probably gonna see quite a few others going for them, making some wait, what is that Colosseum placement? Whoa, hands already seeing into the future for that Colosseum. He did notice the entertainment complex just dropped like it's hot over here in the city of Rome. He does have this one that he could go for, but honestly, if he goes for that, that would have been an amazing industrial zone, but it's fine. I mean, he does have multiple other choices. I'm actually curious if he's gonna go for maybe this one on the deer tile or something else. Anyway, we'll see. With Magnus in the capital here of Rome, he does have multiple tiles that he could chop, and of course we're just a few moments away from seeing that happening. I'm gonna come back to this because honestly we do have so much other information to speak on. Poland over here did go for his monumentality golden age. He's actually generating right now 39 faith, 10 science with 17 culture. I do see him with an audience chamber coming out from the city of Krakow in 4 turns, and of course going for Oracle with Magnus establishing in 3 turns in the city of Warsaw. He will have the opportunity to chop that Oracle off. Also, he did go for 4 cities here. It doesn't look like he's gonna buy another one of those settlers. We'll need to wait a little bit to accumulate more faith in his territory, but in the meantime he started improving his strategic resources. Since we did notice horses are being trained over here in the Russian land, he might actually want to try to do some shenanigans, but I think Cree will be the one that's gonna take all of that damage on him. We'll see. That actually brings me up to the next question here. Phoenicia did go for a free inquiry golden age with a 19 science and 11 culture, going now for Moksha in his Ainuk city and putting down one of these +3 campuses. He does have the Reef. Okay, the Reef, and of course the 2 districts next to it. Tearty did go for Open Brush and Voice. I didn't talk about Trololo. Freezil did go for Monumentality. Freezil here with only 31 faith attempt compared to Alexis Krempp's 39. Of course, he at the moment stopped a little bit from building anything else, and he needs a general. He needs his horses to work over here, and of course to go against his opponent. Might catch Cree off guard, especially since Cree does not have an encampment down yet. No possibility for him to go for an easy general, but I do see, of course, we do have Zulu 9.2 points a turn. Russia just finished a project. He's soon gonna have one, and of course I do see quite a few horses coming out of his cities. Oh, finally he's going for a second expansion phase here. Settlers from Smolensk and St. Petersburg. We do have also Priz coming up on the coast with a few boats, trying to sniff around that coast, and of course those hills. He wants to see if that's going to be an option for him to go for. It doesn't look like there's going to be any kind of city to attack into. And of course Freezil, I'm pretty sure he's going to try to keep away as much as possible from the coast, with a few more cities possible to settle on the in the tundra on the northeast side. Of course you can see those green buttons over here appearing. He could definitely go wide on the west and go wide on the east. The biggest problem is on the west side. He's getting closer to Poland. I'm pretty sure he's gonna try out that wing hussar timing, and that might be a problem. I mean, actually go next. Astikos, pen brush and voice golden age on his Zulu, and I do see him going boldly where no Zulu has gone before. He's right in the face of Phoenicia over here, with a city that's going to be non-freshwater, and it's very close to the Phoenician capital, which is going to grow quite tall. That's going to be a lot of pressure coming up. Wait, did he steal this settler, or this is actually his settler? I mean, I'm pretty sure this is his settler, but I'm just worried about the placement here. Now we do have Picfix with a pen brush and voice golden age. He did finish that Temple of Artemis, and now he is working on his encampment. I do notice also, by the way, if we take a look at the yields tab over here, he's on +6 happiness level in his capital, coming up from all of those extra amenities with the Temple of Artemis bonus. Of course, getting so many of these pastures improved. He still has a few pastures to improve, not to mention his camps. This is gonna be nice. This is gonna be nice, boys. Putting down 2 turning commercials from some of his cities, 1 turning an encampment here. Well, I guess that was 3 turns actually, but anyway, who's counting? Starting to get a few horses trained, and of course we'll need to put a few of these campuses on the field so he gets some extra yields of science. I do also notice on Alexis Krempp, he is on a 19 culture return with a 9 science. He also needs that science bonus, but I'm pretty sure is trying to get us rush, I should say, Oracle as fast as possible. Really quickly, let's see Colosseum placement. Where is it? We don't see it yet. Arena coming up in 2 turns. Of course, we do have Trololo. Figured it out. Those builders, he does have 2 more chops. Well, I guess 1, 2, 3, 4 more chops if he actually wants to buy and invest in some more tiles. But of course, like you can see over here, the 1, 2 and the 2, 1 will be quite expensive for him to gather. Not sure if that's gonna be his choice. There are a few city states they are hackling on. Let me actually see what's going on here. We got La Venta, okay, being pieced. Tearty and Alexis Krempp are both fighting for it, and I do see, okay, he's gonna wait out that arena being built. I do see Freezil already coming from the north with a few horses, 4 of them to count, 5 of them actually, 1 coming on the west side here, and he does have a general already recruited. Could go to chop that stone town for another one of those points, and I'm pretty sure he actually wants to deny this next general, but Zulu might actually snatch it. Of course, Zulu in the game does mean you're gonna have a bit of an issue when it comes to recruiting anything, especially when Zulu goes God of War and Plunder. So many points coming up from him. Let me see. By the way, welcome everybody. I see a few more of you have joined on the stream. We are live from the CivLAN 2022 Lyon, Paris, Lyon, France, not Paris, I'm sorry. And of course, we do have quite a few games starting up to be played. Everybody is over here in the upper scene. I did try to talk with them, or maybe we're gonna get some cameras going, more than 1 camera going, and of course this is one of the lessons that we definitely need to learn for the next events when we're gonna start holding them. Let me actually see if we can get some, let me see, is anybody seeing? No, okay, so yeah, definitely we're gonna need to get that going. I do know I have a stream for you guys in the pregame. Look at that, in the pregame, if I click on the button over here, you guys can see This one, no, not this one. PC cam, this one. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this. Everybody's playing. Everybody's at their PCs over here. This is the room, the main room with 100 PCs over there. I'm actually on the level below this with Liege right next to me in another room, with Mal right next to me in another room, and of course. Right below the camera, we do have Colo with Pulp, with Archetype, with a few more admins, so and so on and so forth. Quite a few amazing people, by the way, amazing people. Let me come back to the live scene here so we get to see what's going on. Wait, one question here. Flying Toilet, how many players are there in the tournament? As far as I know, there are 22 teams, and not only teams coming up for just a civilization event. We do have quite a few of them for TFT, team fight tactics, if I'm not mistaken. We do have Magic the Gathering, chess tournament, and so on. So there are quite a few events for players like us, you know, that really like to use their brains when they're doing something. I do notice we do have a bit of a struggle over here for survival with Kasko Kisein. Has a few horses coming up from Russia with archers in tow. We do have a setter also coming up over there, and Trunk Trunk will arrive on the scene to give that extra bonus on those units. Also, this is indeed a 3-day event. I can actually give you guys some information here. I didn't actually put, wait a second, maybe I can, I know I put it in my Discord, so if you want to join my Discord, there's a channel called CivLAN Live, CivLAN Lyon actually, and you get to see all of these details over there, including the, how to say, the planning. Oh, wait a second, HTTPS, just go over here in cpl.gg. You are gonna have access directly to the streams, and at the same time you're gonna have the schedule up there. There are quite a few games going on, and I guess the only information missing from the cpl.gg website is who's gonna play against whom, which there are multiple multiple teams going head to head against each other at the same hour. We're gonna try to update as much as possible the information through the streams. That's one of the things that we need to do, get the information there on the stream. Picfix is actually updating a few of the graphics here, but now he's he's in the game, and he's in the game. He's not gonna get to do that. But anyway, you can imagine a lot of people here just put up their a bit of extra effort to get everything done, and it's fun first, work later. You know, we're trying as much as possible to have as much fun as we can gathering for this event, gathering, seeing each other for the first time in real life, and getting to know each other. And you know, cracking a few jokes, sightseeing in Lyon, and so on and so forth, and then having to play against each other in the game. Can you imagine what will happen when somebody, like, from the computer behind you or behind him snatches a settler or a builder? Can you imagine? It's not gonna be miles away. He's right in front of you, and he just snatched your settler. What are you gonna do, bro? What are you gonna do? Well, let's see what's going on here. We do have Picfix, of course, needing to defend his city. I do see he did manage to get a few more horses from his main cities, but unfortunately couldn't actually get general here. By the looks of it, he's 24.4 out of 75, and I don't see a general arriving on the scene, so definitely Russia will have the advantage here. It's gonna be quite costly to actually attack into the city center, and that city center is not being put under siege. Trunk with another channel on the east, Burica, will serve Russia quite well, giving the bonuses on the west and on the east, and of course in the meantime Russia is starting to use that faith pretender he's generating to actually get more cities out, get more builders, chop more, and of course try to be as annoying as possible. That is the name of the game here for Freezil. He is going to try to take all of the attention away from Picfix so he doesn't get to sim. I do have to point out that Picfix does have an amazing amount of yields for his trade routes, and as you can see, he already has 8 pop cities, 6 pop, 7 pop, and so on and so forth. His series are going places, man, going wild. More of these commercials coming out from his series. I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to get as many of these merchant points as possible, which of course he will have some competition on. We're gonna need to see Zulu get a few of those commercials, especially with the God of War and Plunder. I do see also we do have 3 more turns for Colosseum coming up in Rome land. He did manage to get those done, and looks like Astikos just sneaked in one of those. Oh my god, he chopped it. Never mind, he chopped it. Never mind, look at that. And of course Astikos immediately noticing there is a builder left open. I'm sorry for that. I tried to get this out and then it clicked weirdly. We do have theater squares coming out from Rome. Of course, I do notice we got also pyramids coming out from Aquilea, 5 turns away from finishing. That's going to give him a free builder, and of course some extra charges from all of his builders, or I should say 1 extra charge for all of his builders. Give me a second, because I feel it's a bit too much to actually have this on me. It's going places. Let me see. Okay, there we go. I need to be, get as comfortable as possible, especially if it will take a while. With the lights in the room, it's starting to be hot in here. Oh well. We do have an encampment being put down from Lugdunum, which, by the way, is the name of the city here. Lyon was Lugdunum in the ancient times, and you can even see some acropolises being, well, I'm kidding, not acropolises, but Roman theaters, I should say, being built in the city. It's right next to the biggest cathedral, the Fourvière, and of course it is amazing to watch. Amazing. I think I have a picture of it. So I do want to quickly scroll up so you guys can see how, like, the magnitude of this thing. Yeah, there we go. So this is from above, and you can see how tiny these people are. That's, oh my god, that would have been amazing to actually see a theater here being played out. And this is from down below, right, where those people were. You can see how many places for the people to actually stay, and of course watch the show being played. All of these pictures, by the way, are on my Discord, exclamation my Discord, and you will get these going. Let me see. There we go. There is war over there. Yes, there is war over there, but as you can see over here, slowly Freezil does need to take away a few of these Cree units, and at the same time you see that Freezil, how to say, Picfix does need to get more units on the front line as well. Need to get back on the timer here. With only 32 garrison defense strength, this is a bit of a problem here. Of course, when you're talking about units, unfortunately, it does look like numbers do matter. And as you can see, quite a few horses from Cree were damaged. That means even the defense strength of the garrison, whenever it's going to have a damaged unit inside of it, is going to be lower than a high HP one. At the same time, you can see that Freezil can actually bump against this city and then come back to this. He does have a few archers that could also attack into the city center, and one good thing about all of this, the city is not being put under siege, so that means he will recover a bit of health for each turn, which is going to be quite important. One of the things that will probably happen, Freezil will try to do quote unquote some last second moves, but like I was saying, there are no more actual last moves. Everybody is on the same timer. They will start the same turn, they will end at the same time in the turn, so both of them need to be careful how they're going to use this advantage or disadvantage, however you want to see this. Looks like wars are going up in 4 turns. We got Governor Victor established in that city, and of course looks like Freezil with a few oh my god, that's dead. Okay, never mind, that is dead. We got Freezil managing to take the city away from Cree, from Picfix, and looks like right now with only a few horses to the south of that city center, he does not have enough power to go against it. I think he underestimated resolve of his opponent over here, got a bit greedy with his Temple of Artemis and everything, and yes Hans, you did win on the prediction over here. That city is dead. It's actually a Russian city right now, and of course, Freezil will try to make the best out of it. We do also have England on the east side with a few builders coming out of his city. I do see Mausoleum at Halikarnassus being placed down. Got a few turns into it, but didn't actually go crazy with this. He does have a Magnus establishing in the city of Manchester, and might have been, well, I guess he might try to get a few chops into it. I do see the city of London also getting a few builders out. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have feudalism timing over here, if I'm not mistaken. Let me actually see. Picfix, Alexis, Priz is civil service, so I'm pretty sure he already has. There we go, the 5 builders, the 5 charges on his builders. A bit, I mean, he didn't really synchronize this properly, right? He didn't go for the one turning of builders, so it's gonna take a little time until he's gonna get all of those worked up. But it's fine. It's fine. I mean, I guess he does have time. All of those little details will matter in the long term, though. And of course, we're gonna need to wait for Alexis Krempp's reaction from the west to help out his body. I only see a few builders, a few horses coming out of his cities. And while he did manage to get Padana with Oracle built and finished over here, and of course, one of these theater squares, he's not as close as you might think to getting those wing hussars. It's gonna take a while. We do have Russia moving forward towards the Cree cities, and of course we don't actually have that many units available to defend the Cree borders. As you can see, he's trying to get a few more out of his cities. They might have an issue when it comes to straight up resources. Looking at Valeb, he's on 0 horses. On Tearty, 2 horses, just 2 horses. We got 4 on Trololo, and Freezil is on 8. That is coming up from the Russian advantage, right? On the other side, we got 8 on Priz, we got Astikos coming up on 11, we got Picfix on 18, and Alexis on 2. So it looks like they do have enough resources. They just need to give them to Picfix, because otherwise he's not going to get to build enough of them to actually defend himself. And especially when Russia does benefit from that extra +5, not to mention an extra +3 in his own borders that got converted to his religion, that is quite important. Gatian Anthony is already making a prediction here. Cree is toast. Yeah, that is a bit of a problem here. Also, he didn't even switch the camp tile. Yeah, that could have been dealt with better, I guess. But again, I guess he had other priorities to think about. He probably didn't, predict that he's gonna lose that city, which is a problem. Have you seen this, by the way? On the map, you get to see the expansion of Phoenicia. In his second expansion phase, he did go for 2, 4, 6, 7 cities, 8 cities soon to be. And of course, he does have a few units coming off from Astikos. We did notice that Astikos did go crazy with the city of Nodwengu, crazy close to the city of Tyre here. But since this is kind of a choke point, Valeb did manage to stabilize the defense and got a few swordsmen to defend in that place. Of course, he does have more swordsmen coming out from Tyre. He would need to actually put some more production in the archers, so he hits those units from afar. And I'm trying to figure out if I have one of those things in my pockets for... Do I? No, I don't. Oh, come on, bro. I forgot my thing to watch the glasses. Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna have to make do. Sometimes my glasses get, filled with... not dirty, how do you call them, with whatever, it doesn't matter, I don't know how to call it, so I'm not gonna figure it out right now on stream. Tearty with the goals coming up with audience chamber on the west side. He's kind of quote-unquote free sim in this situation. It's gonna take a while until he's gonna be actually going against somebody, and that somebody might be England to his northwest over here. He's getting closer and closer with his cities. But in the meantime, of course, he's trying to get his sim up as much as possible, getting those great engineer points already on 4.6. I do see him getting a lot of production coming off from his oppidums. That's a +5. This is another +5. And of course, we do have campuses being placed down and so on and so forth. Yes, condensation is one of the words over there. And sweat, I guess you can call it another one. It's not really sweat. I wouldn't call it sweat. It's more like, how to say, fat from the skin. It's not sweat. I don't know how to call it. No, sometimes I do have like a I want to say oily skin, I guess, more oily. I don't know how to say it, so I don't want to say a word that actually is a problem. At least when I'm not wearing a mask. I mean, when I'm wearing a mask with glasses, they are almost always are foggy, almost always, and like my life is a total fog when I go outside. It happens. We do have Freezil getting closer to another city of Cree. As you can see, he's starting to bump against new units here. And I do notice Picfix has the opportunity to actually take out one of the horses. He's probably worried Russia will have to counterattack into his units, and he's not moving at this point. He would need to move though, because he can't really give up another city here. He would also need a few more units to come and help him towards the north. And I'm a bit worried this audience chamber is not really the time that you need to build audience chamber. I'm making CivLAN would need to build more units, especially more archers, especially pre-builds for those expos. One of the questions that we do have, of course, first of all, when are we going to get that medieval era? Second of all, where are they on the tech tree here? We got silver service across the board coming up from 7 CS team. From the left side, Valeb, Tearty, Trololo, Freezil are all 1 turn or a few turns away from getting their civil service going. That's going to be an extra +5 coming up on their units. While on the other side, on the Bus Magique, of course, some of them finished, some of them didn't civil service. They're almost at the same time. That's actually quite good. We do have also England with a few units. He's starting to move a little bit to the north over here, and of course there were a few units from Phoenicia that were scouting the area for his ally for Freezil, while we do have a settler coming up from this side. Of course, I'm actually curious if he's gonna go non-fresh here, or is he actually gonna try to go very, very far away. He might try to go very far away, like escape from now, because of course we do know those wing hussars are on the way at some point, and I'm pretty sure Freezil just wants to do as much damage as possible before those units actually come into the fight. I do also want to check out what Rome does have in his store here. Theater squares coming up from Aquilea. He's probably going to try to put as much of a fight on the culture screen as possible. You can see him on a 66 culture, 38 science. A good result, but Astikos is keeping track of this with 34 and 56 of his own. Even if his majority of army is on the northwest side, he didn't actually go for any kind of aggression against Rome. But I have to say this, neither did Rome do a very good job to go against Zulu over here. Maybe get a few horses, force him to put a much bigger defense on the east side instead of going on the northwest. But it's fine. In the meantime, Valeb did get his units in the forest in the correct placement, so he's gonna have that ideal terrain bonus. His 45 bonus and everything will get activated, and it will be very, very hard, even with a general, to actually take this units out. Also, wait, is Azertis keyboards for Azertis keyboard? Yeah, Azertis keyboard. Also, let me see. Yes, it seems that times are switched. I wonder how the voting is affecting. Wait, what voting? What? Okay, let me see what's going on. What voting? The team labels. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, they're I messed up at the beginning. They're like inversed. I'm sorry about that. The titles definitely are switched. So it's how to say. On the left side of the screen, you got 7 CS. On the right side of the screen is Bus Magique. I didn't know exactly who's gonna be who at the beginning, and I totally forgot to change it afterwards because I got, how to say, I got distracted talking with the stream, explaining what's going on and so on and so forth, and they made me host at the same time, and there were like too many details that I had to keep in my hand, and you know, like I dropped a few of them down. I'm sorry. Also, welcome to the stream, sir. No, it's literally the word that it's. Oh, you're talking about Azerty. Let me see. Okay, yes, some of them. Let me actually switch the screens over here so I get to see the other district. And Chaos Knight. No, well, I mean prediction. Oh my God, really? You guys voted differently? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry. Désolé. Russia is Le Bus Magique? No, Russia is 7CS. I mean, if you really want to, I can. Wait, I don't think that's. Bro. I would really suggest you just keep the points, but if you really want to, I can refund this and you guys can do another one. I can start up the new ones. Yes, the city names do show us as Le Bus Magique, but he's not. I'm sorry, I messed up at the beginning. That's what I was explaining. So at the beginning in the option screen, I do get an option to actually put the team labels on, and I inverse the team labels. I'm sorry. I didn't realize what team is going to be team 1, what team is going to be team 2. So I just wrote them down and then never changed them. I'm sorry. Like I was saying, if it's a bit of a problem, I can refund the points, and since there was no payouts yet, it can be fine to just put another one of these. But I do have to point something out, like looking at the long-term change up of events over here, it is going to be a problem for Russia to stay alive in this situation. So if you voted for Russia to win this, to be as annoying as possible, yeah, I'm not so sure that's going to happen, especially because of the wing hussars. Poland from Le Bus Magique will definitely get his wing hussars on the west side here. He's already working on his encampment training projects. If you take a look at the tech tree here, he's 1 turn away from Divine and 3 turns away from stirrups, and he only needs to go for his next tier government, right? The Reformed Church, I believe that's where we moved the Winged Hussar, but I don't want to double check that information. Let me see. Winged Hussar, bro, not folding wings, Winged Hussar. There we go. Yeah, Reformed Church. So we're just a few turns away from getting there. He's getting his Grandmaster Chapel. He does benefit from 70 faith per turn, and of course could accumulate quite a bit of it to use to buy any unit he needs. In the meantime, we do have Cree getting his walls up. He is going to get quite a few of these, defending units to be upgraded. I am still expecting those expos coming off from Picfix here, since he is on, let me actually see, 20 science with 32 culture. He shouldn't be that far away. There we go, 5 turns away from machinery, 3 turns away from getting divine right. I do also notice we do get into the 10 turns area for the next era, and of course in looking at the classical era over here, we do have 9 more turns actually to go for it. That means all of the players will probably try to prioritize getting their era score points for the next age. That is going to be very important. Keeping on Penbrush and Voice, keeping on the monumentality, keeping on also that advantage coming up from maybe a possible free inquiry, especially Phoenicia over here. It benefits and gets so much science coming up from that free inquiry. It's going to be extremely valuable in the next turn. I do notice he's also working on his theater squares, so he gets the culture up as much as possible, and he did manage to get at the beginning hanging gardens next to the city of Tyre. That means he's going to get quite a few points of adjacency towards his theater squares. Very nice, very nice. Also, Gatti Anthony here, but I think Rome can carry with Fisim. Dido should beat Cree at the choke, right? Dido can beat Cree at the choke. Wait a second, Cree at the choke over here. Wait, what? No, Dido should be. I'm not sure what you want to say there, but I'm pretty sure Cree has his own problems. It's going to take a while until he's going to recover from this. Even if he had a very, very good spawn with so much food, so much gold coming off from his trade routes, he couldn't get the most out of it, especially because of Russia's aggressions from the north. That actually put him back quite a while here, and of course it's going to take a while until he's going to get back on the horse, on the winning horse. We do also need to see how Rome will do this. It looks like he's gonna go for some kind of aggression when it comes to his knights here. They're going for a timing push on the knights. Trololo with heavy chariots is gonna try to go against Zulu. Zulu's main army is on the north, where actually I see the main army, but there are like only 2 horses here. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe he has more units here to the southeast, and he does have horseman corps going against the legions here. Of course, the horseman corps are actually at the same power level as the legions defending, and I'm pretty sure Hannibal Barca will give those extra points of damage. He's a bit far away from this one though, and of course he needs all the help that he can get to actually one-shot these heavy chariots if he gets next to them. Going for the third expansion age, Trololo is trying to get more cities out, and he tries to put them in the range of that Colosseum, so he gets the most out of it. At the moment though, it does seem like he definitely needs to charge for that stirrups. Looking at the tech tree here, he is 1 turn away from stirrups, 1 turn away from divine right. Of course, I do want to double check what's going on here. We got catapults on the way from Freezil. He wants to keep on going against Cree. Catapults west side, okay, more horses. A lot of spearmen, by the way. Look at the reaction. These are all units meant to defend against the Polish wing hussars. They will turn into pikemen. He will try to turn them into pike shots. But looking at the tech side here, 22 science with 26 culture doesn't mean that will be that good. Dido will beat Zulu at the choke. Oh, Zulu, yes, Zulu. I mean, I don't think he will beat Zulu, but he will keep Zulu at bay. Honestly, looking at how Astikos put a few units here on the front line and then stopped gathering units, returned his attention towards Rome, and does put him in a bit of a predicament. That is going to be a problem, especially if Dido gets a man-at-arms or musketmen to attack into him. The city of Nodwengu might be totally taken out. Of course, one other thing, especially what you saw over here, Valeb has targets to attack with his crossbows, or soon to be crossbows. That means he's gonna get experience points. That means he's gonna get higher levels on his archers, and of course those will get the promotions, which does mean more damage. So many things happening, of course, because you just put something in a place you shouldn't have put something. I do have to point something out. Astikos coming up from I would say from Spain, over here in Lyon. He had a lot to cover with the bus over here, and of course he is a bit tired, so maybe that is having something to do with his performance over here. Maybe tomorrow is going to be different. Of course he's going to get to have a bit more time to chill, to relax after all of these games. We do have, oh, was that the knight that just got taken out after it promoted? Oof. Well, we do have a line of heavy chariots that is at the moment just waiting to be promoted. Trololo does have stirrups, does probably have mercenaries as well. He's at 53 science with 88 culture. I'm pretty sure he has both. And looking at the knight cost here, oh, he didn't plug in that card. He's actually on 140 gold. Oh, that's a problem. Tearty, Valeb, of course, do have a lot of gold on their side. That's one of the informations that I'm really looking forward to see. What kind of gold generation do they have? What is their GDP? What is their GDP? +1, just happy to see some preemptive spearmen, knowing the enemy UU is so happy to see it. Indeed. We will see quite a bit of it throughout the weekend, I'm pretty sure, especially since, oh my god, man, I gotta share. I'm sorry, I'm gonna take a bit of time. I'm distracting myself right now and distracting you at the same time. I have to say, man, it was amazing yesterday seeing so many people talk about at the same time about the game, different things like that. On one side you have a group of 3 or 4 people talking about civilization, and on the other side you have a group of 3 or 4 or 5 people talking about the game they had like a week ago, and so on and so forth. On another side you do have people explaining when they started up with Civ, the history they have, their favorite civilization, and so on. So many things going on, all about Civ in the same room. That is unbelievable, by the way. First time I see that happening. I didn't get to experience this in Romania, but definitely it is amazing to see it. Also, who has the bigger nose from the pros? That's a good question. I don't think I actually watched that detail, but I am definitely surprised about their height. Some players are more, taller than I would have imagined, and of course, I'm pretty sure a lot of them thought I am taller, but I'm not that tall. I did mention it on the stream. I'm not really that tall. I'm like 172 centimeters, so it's not that big. Also, is Mr. Delicious handsome in person series on stream? That is up to you to actually see it. He is basically the same as you would say in stream. I do want to point out a lot of people actually surprised me looking like it. The camera does make you a little bit different in. On the screen than it is in real life, so it was a bit of a surprise. Anyway, I'm digressing. Let's come back to this. I think too much information. I'm gonna pack it, talk a little bit more in 20 minutes, in 30 minutes. So, okay, what do we have here? We got Freezil with a few units going towards the west side. He does want to see what Alexis Krempp is doing over there. Of course, in the meantime, Alexis got a few builders out getting his commercials, and you do see him one turn away from that GMC from the Grandmaster Chapel. I do see him putting more campuses down onto the field, and of course, he did manage to get to 85 culture, 39 science, 2 turns away from getting reform change. That means that is the moment he's gonna be able to get those wing hussars going. No pre-builds over here, and it's gonna be quite tough for him to actually buy them all out with faith. I do see here only has 204 faith in the bank. From what I do notice, of course, there are a lot of spearmen coming out from Freezil. Even if he does have 21 science with 26 culture, he would need to get those towards pikemen. He's 3 turns away from getting military tactics. That is the technology that opens up the men-at-arms and pikemen technology. Of course, as you can see here, 45 minute strength, and you do get more promotions towards cav units. So, or I should say against cav units. Not to mention he does have channels and so on for them. At the moment, he did stop pushing into Cree, and this will actually allow Cree to get a few more points of production towards his sim. Now, actually, he is going for his Temeranki from CivLAN, and I do see he does have quite a few archers going towards the front line. Backing them up with catapults, this might be a 2-prone attack going against Russia in the next era. I'm actually curious if we're going to see any kind of units coming up from England. Actually, England has his own problems, and of course, you'll see after the city of Novgorod got placed, we do have Freezil with a few horses going towards the city of London from the north. This is of course going to put a bit more pressure on Priz, while Priz will need to get his eggs in order over here on the east side. Hey, hello there, Pizza Lord. Oh, you will be so proud of me, man. I shared what kind of pizza I ate a few days ago from a Pizza Hut, establishment that's right next to us. You should really check that out. It's on my Discord, by the way. Sound like I'm in a cave. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Yes, it seems like the microphone, it's not the one that I would have definitely hoped, or the sound is not the one that I hoped for. Maybe it's not the correct mic. I don't know. That's actually a good question. Can I get No, I don't think there's another mic. But yes, it's definitely a different sound than I got used to having. Also, the team, yes, +1. The team names are mixed up. I'm sorry. So I do see we do have right now actually Poland managing to pre-buy with faith some of those heavy chariots. You can see him, we can see them appearing in the city of Plok. I do see a few knights also coming up in the build queues, while he is starting to get them from almost all of his cities. He needs to keep on building his campuses for that extra science, and he definitely needs to improve all of these tiles. I'm pretty sure we're gonna soon see as much possible. Also, Anthony asking us, but I mean, I guess you put an extra L in there. I'm sorry. Dairo putting more pressure on Zulu. I think he will. I think he will. It's just a matter of time until he gets the next tier units, and I think he really wants to wait for that to happen. Also, looking at the tech side here, we do have Valeb, 1 turn away from machinery, 1 turn away from mercenaries. That will allow him to actually upgrade all of these units with half cost, and of course. You can imagine he's probably gonna just wait to get that attack going against Zulu after that. I also noticed we got Rome trying to do a push over here on Zulu, and now Zulu is in trouble, even though he is getting Knight Corps, which are quite strong units to actually use. Some Spearmen for his Pikemen. Of course, a lot of Catapult Corps are also going towards the north here. It looks like Astikos knows what's gonna happen and is putting more effort into countering this, but I'm a bit worried about his number of Catapult Corps going towards the north. Yes, there are strong units, but I'm not so sure they're strong enough, especially if Phoenicia over here will try to do an attack with his how do you call it, with his men-at-arms or musketmen. Musketmen, oh, that's gonna be quite different. Let me see. Maybe I can see something. No. I don't know. It's I'm gonna need to wait for that. Maybe I get to fix at some point the microphone. I think someone says is the team with Russia. Yes, I did put them backwards. I think the team shown the name. Yes, the team labels are correct, but the team names on the cities are not correct. So I'm sorry for that. We do have Poland also starting to convert the cities of Cree. Of course, at the moment he does have still a reliquaries and lay ministry. It's not going to be that big of an improvement over here on Cree, but anyway, we're going to need to see if those wing assaults will be doing the damage that they need to be doing against these Russian units. Russia is at his technology to get his pikemen. It's just a matter of getting him the gold, and as you can see, he does have a positive gold income here with 18 gold per turn. There's a lot of gold available per turn from Valeb and Tearty. Of course, actually one of them has 85, the other one 35, and that is going to be quite good for them because they can upgrade all of their units. While on the other side, Alexis Krempp is on the negative with minus 20, and we do have a Priz with 82, Astikos was 9, and Picfix with 53. Picfix, of course, getting that 53 is doing quite well, especially in the situation that he, first of all, lost a city, second of all, was at war for quite some time now. Now, of course, he's just waiting for Alexis to get his attack going against Russia. We do need to see how successful this attack will be, because you can see how Freezil did go crazy with his pikemen. He has so many spearmen, man. All of these spearmen will actually turn into those pikemen, which, of course, you can see even right now, the spearmen are 61 strength. You can imagine when those will turn into pikemen, they will be very strong, very strong. It's just a matter of time, just a matter of time. Also, I do want to see what's going on here from Rome. I did notice he's trying to flank out the units of Zulu going towards the south here with a few of his knights. Trololo, though, he only has normal knights, not core knights. That means this is going to be a bit of an issue when it comes to going into those knight cores of Zulu, especially when they do have the benefit of an extra damage coming out from those generals. On the east side, of course, England keeps on building stuff. He managed to get his mausoleum at Halicarnassus, managed to get a few more of these science districts, and of course I do see his government plaza is in such a position that it doesn't actually help him out with multiple districts. A bit unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure he had a reason for it. Okay, now we see the Winkers are starting to move. They do have the benefit of El Cid general, and of course I do see them one-shotting the archers, but not the spearmen. Spearmen are okay. It's 78 against 60. They still do a lot of damage, but these are just spearmen, not pikemen. So we're waiting to see the damage counters going against the pikemen here, or at least I am. I see the first pikemen coming out in 3 turns, and of course we might see a few of them being upgraded here. It's just a matter of getting the gold to Freezil to upgrade them. 5 cities Zulu going against the cities of Phoenicia. Phoenicia did manage to get his men at arms, and that was what I was saying will happen. Of course, you can see the men at arms really are not that well equipped to go against the cannibal corps, especially if these cannibal corps do get upgraded into trebuchets. Oh man, they will be strong. Oh man. And let's see, Vastaschlange streaming in vacation. I mean, sure bro. It's like vacation 2 days and the vacation another 2 days, but you know, in between streaming work, that's what it is right now. Also, let's see, Badjo is if only Russia has builders to work his tiles. I think well, I guess, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's worried, very worried about what's gonna happen here. So he, oh my god, look at the wing hussars being stopped dead in their tracks by the pikemen. Look at the damage here, man. It's 77 against 79 of a pikeman. Oh no, oh no, what's going on, bro? That's that is quite something. I do want to ask something really quick on the stream here. Let me actually put up a poll and see what's going on. When you're going to keep the stream open until the really quickly, I do think I'm still gonna keep the stream open until the late night, of course, until the last game will be played. But I did want to ask the stream, of course, you guys, the viewers, if you do want to see in between, maybe get some comments from me. Maybe we can get some more pictures for you guys from the scene. We do have a camera, a webcam that is showing us what's happening in the scene right now, and we might get some interviews and stuff like that. Of course, I'm actually looking forward to see if that's going to be a possibility with the players and with the technology that we have right now. I do have to point out, we're still learning how to do this. We don't have like a professional team of cameramen and like, you know, stream decking something and how to say, a director's office for getting all of these streams you know, worked out and everything. We're just trying to manage as much as possible with what we have. So it's an ongoing struggle to see how this is gonna be taken to the next level. That's what we want to get here. Learn what we can do with the things we have, learn what we can improve with the things we could have, and of course use them in the next events. Baguette reviews for dinner, indeed, live interviews with every player. That would be amazing indeed. I did ask them for quite some time, but I guess I'm gonna have to how to say, I guess I'm gonna have to use my phone to record them and then put them on Google Drive and then show them to you. I'm not sure if I can get them live. That is a bit like I never did it before, to connect with my phone to the Twitch while I'm streaming on another PC, get those interviews and then connect back. I'm not sure if that is possible. So that's an information that at the moment I don't have any answer to. I do see, of course, Alexis did notice he's going to have an issue with that. Oh, give me a second. I digressed a little bit, and I do need to, hello. Hello, monsieur. Comment ça va? Okay, let's do this. Let's go for preserve. Nobody's building preserve, right? And me. Okay, Eastern. Okay, so you guys didn't like the idea of keeping the stream open. I'm gonna keep the stream open. I'm gonna still make announcements when something important is happening. For example, when we do have the next games scheduled. I think there is quite a bit of I think there's quite a bit of a time between them, but let me actually check this out. Give me a second. And I know, like it hurts me as well to hear the sound of this keyboard. I'm sorry, man. How are the streamer picks in the Congress decided, and does it impact the game at all? The streamer actually hasn't been impacting the game that much for some time, but we still have a few things like go-to procedures. First of all, we do prefer to have two streamers in the same game, so we do counter our choices. One votes A, the other one goes B in the same choice, and of course that actually nullifies the vote. There are some very few like niche scenarios in which you might how to say so for example, if there are 78 votes into plus and 77 votes into minus, and you put that into minus, it will end up being a tie, and the tie actually is randomized, so it might end up being how to say, you might end up influencing the vote in that aspect. But it's like, this is such a niche scenario, it hasn't been happening for like 6 months now, and I think the last time that it did happen, it ended up not influencing the vote in any case anyway. Am I the only English caster there? Yes, sir, I'm the only English caster here. Also, are you just gonna be casting all the games anyways? I'm trying to cast as many games as possible, so I can't really get them all because there are like 4 games or 5 games at the same time, but I will be doing as many casts as possible. That's the reason that I came, and of course this is basically my job, so I'm trying to get as much information for you guys from here, from the scene live, from Lyon, from France, and as much as I can also give you a bit of how to say, information about the other part of the event, you know, like going outside, seeing what's sightseeing in the city, getting the feel of the land, getting the feel of the food, and so on and so forth. By the way, amazing food I got last night from a place, actually an Asian place, all you can eat buffet. Oh my god. Archetype, I need to mention Archetype, man. He really knows the city in and out, where the good places are. Props to him. Okay, so let's see what's going on. More wing hussars coming up from Poland. He did manage to push back into Freezil, and looks like, of course, he managed to actually get close to that city that Russia did manage to take away from Cree. I do see Russia did move towards Lyon, Old Triangle. It's in Lyon, France. Lyon, France, I guess. It's Lyon, France. There we go. I do see we do have a few cannibals over here, and of course he's starting to put more gold into those pikemen. Did upgrade a lot of them. These are gonna keep those wing hussars far away, but of course he does need to first of all have them upgraded and not be spearmen. On the other side, I do want to mention we did go into the medieval era, so we're gonna have all of the civilizations actually with a golden age. Something that I guess I also needed to look at, but of course these players are professional players, so they did manage to get everything right as they needed to. Valeb of second free inquiry golden age here. Looks like he's gonna have a few problems with Astikos pushing him. Trebuchet cores coming out from Astikos. You can see these will be extremely effective at dealing I should say the defense damage against or withstanding the damage from those men-at-arms, while they do significant damage to the cities, not that much damage to the men-at-arms. I'm actually quite curious what will happen here. It does look like we do have spies coming up from Nordwingwood. That is a victor city, so I'm actually really curious if that spy will come out with a free promotion. One of the good things about being Zulu is you do get these crossbowmen cores, which are extremely effective at attacking the men-at-arms, especially after they do get a few promotions. Tearty with a pen brush and voice golden age. We did not watch him for some time now. He did manage to get to 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 cities, and he did get also a great profit, Confucius, from building his Stonehenge. We do have him free simming away with 47 science, 103 culture, 189 production over here. He's actually the most productive from the game, and of course that is to be expected since he is the goals. He has those oppidums all over the place. Got Petra in the city of this name. We got him with Sahara El Beida, and of course I do see a workshop being built there in 2 turns. More of these holy sites being put down, and I do think actually he's gonna wait to establish his religion until he's gonna get his holy site going. So he spreads his religion into 2 cities. It's gonna be much easier to actually spread it around after that. Dido was Dark Age? Wait, no, this is his second golden, free inquiry golden age. Tearty is pen, brush, and voice. Trololo is pen, brush, and voice on Rome. He did try to sneak in a few units, and now he's actually going to pay the price for that. He pillages a few of the rice mines, farms, and he does have a few mines over here pillaged next to Quadro Mendelini. But of course, Astikos is on point. He was building quite a few of these night cores, and does manage to push back. I also noticed we got Freezil, Russia, that has a few problems here. He lost the city back to Cree, and of course with the help of those Ungasars, Alexis Krempp did manage to get 100 points of diplomacy of these favor points for his team. You can see he's on 121 right now, which might actually give him exactly what he needs for the next World Congress. I do also notice Freezil is in a pen, brush, and voice golden age. This time no monumentality for him. Priz is free inquiry golden age, 99 science with 53 culture per turn. He does have 101 gold per turn, which will allow him to give as much funding as his allies need. Oh no! Freezil, one last move, did manage to sacrifice one of his units, but raised the city of Cree to the ground. Oh man, he did it. We got Astikos here with a pen, brush, and voice golden age, 80 science, 68 culture, 35 gold per turn in the bank. Actually, in the bank per turn is minus 24. Ooh, that hurts. That hurts. Hurts. We got Picfix here with a pen, brush, and voice golden age, and Alexis Krempp coming up as the last civilization. We do need to see its bonus. It's a PBV, pen, brush, and voice. No more monumentality for him. He's putting all of his faith per turn into these wing hussars, and he's trying to get as much from it. Why raise? Because he could have given another 100 favor points to Poland over here, which of course you can imagine it would be quite a bit of a problem. He couldn't keep that city, so at least take it away from Cree. Okay, we got more upgrades here into the pikemen. I do see more pikemen are being built from his northern cities. GMC also coming up from St. Petersburg. He's still going to be 6 turns away from finishing, and I don't actually see him getting more cities here. Not even one of those safety settlers that I was expecting to see. Oh, never mind. He does have a safety settler going on the east, where he's going to be met by one of these English scouts. That might be an issue. We'll see how Freezil will try to go around it. I'm pretty sure he actually sees the scout. I can actually check it out. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, he sees the scout. You can see he sees the scout over here. So he might decide to either go around or just kill the scout before he sees the settler. In the World Congress, we do have the World Religion passed. Zers is going to have a bit of a problem. All players may condemn its units, and of course, by doing so, they do get a bit more Diplo favor. Not that a lot of players are using their religious units to actually go and convert other cities, so it's not that big of an issue. We got no buildings can be created in the district, in the city center, which does mean they're not going to get to build walls or granaries or water mills. So again, a bit of an issue when it comes to the defense, and I'm pretty sure that was directly targeted at Russia. They didn't want to give it the option to actually get some walls and of course stop the wing hussar attack. 2 Diplo points awarded to Gauls here. Ambiorix just got a few more of these points on him. He will be able to actually build Mahabori Temple and at the same time trying to get the Potala Palace. The Potala can be built here, and of course from what I can see, he can get the Statue of Liberty as well in the seas. He did build one of these harbors in Ratumakos, and of course does have a tile right next to it that he could build that Statue of Liberty. Quite a few points coming up from there. Also Star Spanky. Oh, Salute. Finnegy asking us, is it just me or is the volume much lower than it used to be? Yes, sir, it is much lower than it used to be. I'm in a different place with a different microphone. I'm not sure if I should actually turn up the microphone. That's one of the things that I guess you guys need to tell me if it should be fine. Actually, give me a second. Baha the Master, thank you very much for the follow and welcome. Let me see. I know I sound from a cave here. I'm sorry about that. I do hope you guys are gonna forgive me for it. Long time lurker, I forgot. No problem, man. No problem. Thank you very much for the follow, and I do hope you're going to enjoy your time here. Nightshade, J Nightshade. Hello there, sir. What happens when it's prohibited to build buildings in the city center with new Roman cities? Do they still get free monument or not? Yes, they do get free monuments. What's free? It's free, sir. It's not the sound of a scary cave. Yes, it's not the sound of a scary cave. Ooh. I can make the sound of a scary cave. Okay, what was the start speaking? Caveman with a fancy hat. Yes, fancy hat. At least I have some how to say, protection against this wall of light coming against me here. It's like what is the CS that allows for faith buying walls? Is that in the game? Valletta is the name of the CS, and it is not in the game, sir. We do have a Kabul and Granada. I do have to point out that Astikos did move quickly and did manage to take over the city of KDY over here, and it was quite of a fast attack. Looks like at the moment is also going towards Phoenicia. Phoenicia didn't manage to get enough upgrades into his units, even though he does have musketmen, which are quite powerful to defend against these trebuchet corps. Didn't quite manage to get enough of them on the front line and get them upgraded in the correct moment in time. Looking at his army tab here, the stopper for this is his accumulation of niter, or I should say available niter, to upgrade those units. That is a bit of a problem. Losing the city of KTY might be a problem, but at the same time might give some use to his biomes, or of course some cannibals. I'm not sure if Valeb over here is actually going to go towards the top 3. Oh, he is going top 3. He's getting cartography in 2, and of course unfortunately he doesn't have a lot of biomes to work with. Pretty sure he should actually stop right now from going cartography, switch his production in a few cities, especially these ones on the northern coast, Sidon and Uganit, and build a few more of these biomes if he wants to take the city of KDY back with an easier way. Of course, otherwise it's gonna take a while to get there. Wait, Dido GG? Well, I mean, we'll see if Dido GG, but definitely it is a bit of a problem. Astikos pushing in, even if he is a bit, how to say, a bit tired, he's still putting a big effort over here to go against Phoenicia. One of the things that I was also expecting was Trololo here to try to go against Zulu, take away as much attention as possible coming up from the southeast, but unfortunately it doesn't look like he has the opportunity to do so. He did manage to get Colosseum, he's putting down more encampments, he is preparing for the late game here, but again, like I said, the keyword is late game. It's not a mid game where we are right now at turn 63. Looking at the production, there are quite a few points lost over here for Bus Magique, and of course we do have Priz on 72. Astikos did manage to stay at least on the positive side with only 4 points, but still that's positive. We got Picfix 72 and Alexis is on -7. Alexis did manage to get another city coming up from Russia, and of course it's looking grimmer and grimmer for 7 CS. If Tearty and Trololo don't step up their game here, they might lose 2 of their allies, and of course Freezil Valeb will be on the chopping end. Mosi X asking me what happened to your mic. I am live from Paris. Oh, from Paris. Why do I keep saying Paris, man? I'm in Lyon, France. I don't know why I keep saying Paris. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'm live from Lyon, France, and I do have the equipment set up from the space over here, so it's like a Elgato something microphone wave, and the connection, there's like a connection thing, nub, I think it's called, or something. Is too small for my microphone, so I didn't bring. I forgot my other thing like the arm to hold the microphone. So unfortunately, yeah, that happened. I'm sorry. I do hope you're gonna still enjoy the streams over here, and of course there are quite a few perks for this room. First of all, the lights. Second of all, this green screen behind me, and I do have to say these these chairs are quite comfortable. I do hope actually. Oh, can I move them? Wait a second. Can I? I'm curious if I can actually move back, but it looks like there. I guess there's another thing somewhere that I need to get. Oh, come on. Anyway, I'm gonna get that back. I don't wanna, lean back, but it doesn't let me for some reason. It's like they're stuck in place. How are the croissants? Very good, sir. Very good. One of the things that were the first things I tried in. How to say in the area, croissants. Okay, let's see what's going on here. I don't see, of course, Poland does have an amazing amount of wing hussars, and of course, they did manage to push through all of that wall of pikemen, dwindling down the number of units that Russia has to benefit from to only a handful. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these pikemen remaining, while more are being trained right now. It doesn't look like he's actually gonna get the correct number to keep on defending. And of course, while the wing hussars do get more points over here, they do get promotions, they do get those extra plus 10 points of attacking into fortified units and so on and so forth, and they do manage to do quite a bit of damage against the Russian cities. Actually, I'm really curious how long they will be able to sustain this. As you can see, Alexis is already getting closer and closer to the city of Smolensk. We do have St. Petersburg just a drop away after that, and Russia is just taking hit after hit after hit. On the west side, we do have Zulu pushing towards the capital city of Tyre. Even if Valeb did manage to get a few musketmen, you can see those trebuchet corps are starting to get closer and closer, and these knight corps are actually on the same power level of the muskets. We do need to see more crossbowmen, and I'm pretty sure, of course, both of them will have the option to go for their ballistics, and that's probably one of the things that Valeb would really need to get to. He's actually on education 210, exploration 110. He's probably going to start to upgrade his biomes into cannibal soon enough. Yeah, there we go. He just wanted to switch away to get 2 of them. I would really suggest to get 2 more, but sure, maybe that's just me. It seems like it's a half effort to actually take back his city of KTY. I do want to quickly check exactly who got what here in the scientist screen. Hypatia has been taken? No. Okay, so I didn't see the notification. Oh yeah, it did. Okay, never mind. It was actually taken by Zulu. One of the reasons that he does have 93 science with 80 culture, and since he is in a pen bash and voice, he's getting all of that culture from his districts. Very nice, very nice. Have you eaten snails yet? I have not, actually. Even if yesterday I did go for how to say, the Asian cuisine, I did just eat normal stuff, but there were like a lot of smells around. What can I say? I didn't want to take the chance, man. I was so hungry, I didn't want to take the chance of eating something that I didn't like, and then it just spoils all of my hunger. So I just went for chicken, I went for some duck, I went for some fries, I went for the usual stuff that you get to eat. But maybe tonight I'm gonna be in a different mood. Yesterday, I mean, I guess it was quite a trip. I needed a lot of food. Today, different story. We do have, of course, the city of Smolensk getting punished over here for existing, and we do see that it got put under siege. Alexis Krempp is starting to get those wing hussars all over the place, and oh man, this actually reminds me, I just passed earlier next to how to say next to Picfix and the Freezil, and they were like saying, I mean, we're gonna let Alexis just carry the game. That's what's happening here. Alexis, big brain, did manage to go against Russia, did manage to get Poland, and it looks like it does hold true. You gotta ban Poland, man. There is a bit of a struggle here. If you don't get your package shot at the same time as the wing Hassans come out of Polish cities, that is an issue. That is a big issue. You can see the Cree army didn't even manage to get to the front lines. Those wing Hassans are just eating the cities of Russia one by one. We don't have the first caravels being upgraded. As you can see over here, he did manage to recruit a few of these drones, including Hanno the Navigator, which will give him a free naval melee unit, while he does have Artemisia for a promotion. Is also Astikos is right next to the city of Tyre. There are no walls. He cannot build walls because of this I would say no walls policy, or I should say no city center buildings policy in the session of the World Congress. I do also notice Abu in KTY is of course giving some more heal points to Zulu's units, and Astikos did manage to position this trebuchet in such a way that he will keep on attacking the city of Tyre from now on. That means that city is under danger. He just needs Astikos just needs to keep a stronger unit next to it, and of course take over the city when he's when it's gonna be low enough. I'm actually curious exactly how Astikos is gonna play this out. I'm pretty sure he's gonna wanna dwindle the number of crossbows available for the city of Tyre to be used on the defense. We were waiting to see what kind of reaction will the Gauls have, but honestly, I'm extremely I have extreme doubts that Gaul will even have the opportunity to interact with this. I guess, sure, he can do some magic in the late game, but not right now. Not right now. He still has a long way to actually get his sim up. At the moment, yes, he is with, what is he, 74 science, 135 culture, has a lot of production available for him, but the second he's going to start to get an army out, that is going to be a problem in the economy, in his in everything, right? So yeah, and not to mention his timing, he's not that close to an enemy unless you take into account England, and I'm pretty sure England over here can get an army of his own. He has science, he has the culture. Also England, yes, it is well, I wouldn't say terrible actually. If you take a look over here, he's one of the best performers in science, 146 science with 65 culture, does have 91 gold a turn as well, and you can't really say he had the best land choice, right? He had the no continent split. He does have he did have, I guess, a good start with his open sky, but again, could have been a lot better. The first map he had triple continent split, so many trade routes, so much. Fake science, you can call it that. Yes, it is fake science, but that still means in the total tab he's gonna have a lot of science available already discovered, and then sure, he's gonna lose a bit of it, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to complete a few campuses and get a few universities, like you say over here, happening before the ending of this age. And that's exactly coming up in 10 turns from now. He has enough time to get more of these points going. Especially, like, even if you compare it to Tearty, right? Tearty is 1250 science points total, while we do have Priz on 1848. 30% more science over there sounds good to me, even if it's fake science, right? Also, like I was saying, Alexis Krempp is gonna start to eat these Russian cities alive. He's not that far away from getting Yaroslav, and he's just a puddle jump away from St. Petersburg. You can see now he's starting to take Yaroslav, moving. Okay, there we go. It's done. We did it. And of course, these pikemen do not have the option to actually counterattack in the wing. That's one of the issues that Freezil over here had to fight against. I also noticed we do have a Cree keeps on moving. He's trying to get these catapults on the front line to attack into St. Petersburg, but it's just not happening. Also, I do want to ask really quickly, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna have a result soon enough here. I do want to ask really quickly in give me a second. Let me. I'm on Discord right now trying to figure out where are the channels. Is there gonna be a? Wait a second. I don't see a channel for post game, so that's my thing over here. Let me message Colo. And we have a channel for post. Okay, there we go. I just asked him, so hopefully we're gonna get an answer to this. I didn't see any channels dedicated to post game chat, even though I mean you can imagine it would be quite nice to have. Okay, coming back to the game here, we do need to see what's going on here. Of course, we do have Phoenicia trying to get back his city of KDY, while Astikos keeps on pushing towards the city of Tyre with his trebuchet course. He did just manage to take down another one of those crossbows, and you can see 3 of these trebuchets are in a position to attack the city of Tyre next time. There is a crossbow core also available to move and attack into that city center, where you do see, of course, while you do see he's taking quite a bit of damage, it does look like he's going to remain alive. City KTY though looks like they managed to punish one of the cannibals for just being there attacking into it, of course with the help of the trebuchet cores, and since it is a 58 defense strength, it's going to be quite hard to take it away. That's why I was saying he would definitely benefit from a few more of these biomes to go against that city center. I'm actually looking forward to see how much damage these trebuchet cores do against the city of Tyre. Since that city is not under siege, it might be a problem to actually take it out fast enough. We do have 1, 2, 3 of these trebuchet cores in a position to start their attack runs, and of course it looks like they do deal probably between them more than half HP to take down the city of Tyre. Okay, so that's still gonna be an issue. Just like that, I was thinking maybe I'm how to say maybe I would have needed to say it's all up to the last moves, but I mean, what last moves? That's not gonna happen, bro. Okay, now we started to see the attacks going, and it's definitely going to go lower than half HP over here in the garrison strength. There is another trebuchet core that can attack into that city center, and at the moment actually he has the chance of attacking into the cannibal, and it will wipe it out. Will he attack into it, or will he attack into the city of Tyre? That's the question. Also, somebody was calling out 861 military. Yeah, I mean, I guess Astikos is 886 right now, and he keeps on building military units. I do see him getting a few more night cores. He was pushing a little bit Rome, trying to get a few pillages off. You can see his horseman corps is in Roman territory, and he got quite a bit of gold out of it. Let's see it. Last move's coming out. Yeah, he did. Okay, he just switched it. He got a promotion for his courser core. Got that horse healed, and of course that's a level 2 courser core right now. His trebuchet course will start to attack the city center. Oh my god, 4 of them got into place. Oh, oh my. Look at that damage. The city of Tyre is gone. That city is gone. That is a Zulu city right now. Astikos taking the first capital. Oh no, it's the second capital. Look at that. Actually, 2 capitals got taken out. Russia is on the losing end of this, and of course you can see Alexis Krempp will just need to move his wing hussars to Novgorod. There was a safety settler being sent to the east over here, but it looks like it got stopped dead in its tracks. We were talking about this earlier. That actually never made it somewhere. Wait, really? It never made it somewhere? I mean, where should have he gone? He couldn't go towards Phoenicia. He would have lost it to Phoenicia. Oh my god, no way out, man. No way out. Signasty, I was meaning that England gets no benefits from their civ settling on continents. I suppose if getting storm is included, then it's not as detrimental. Yes, we're always playing, especially in the competitions, on the latest versions of civ. As in, we got all of the DLCs, we got all of the expansions, we got the mods going, and so on and so forth. So we're not missing out on any kind of content coming out from the game dev, nor are we missing out on the mod development. Actually, another thing that is happening, Elden is here with us. If there is any kind of trouble coming up from the mods interacting with the LAN area and so on and so forth, he can directly help us on the spot, on the scene. I don't have to point out at the moment, of course, we haven't seen that many problems. Fingers crossed we're not going to see any problems during the weekend. One of the things that we do definitely want to try out is if this keeps on going, if this is a thing, this proves that we can get more of these events going throughout Europe, maybe throughout America, and of course organizing them would be quite nice. There are so many winning players to join them, and of course if we do manage to get one of the circuits going, it would be amazing for the next step of the competitive scene of Civilization 6 strategy games. Let me see also what's going on here. Looks like Colo responded. No, he didn't. Maybe he's away somewhere, or maybe he's playing. I don't know. I guess I can see that happening. One sec. Let me see. Okay, this is going to be the last city of Russia, by the way. One city of Russia, the last stronghold. Let me see if that's actually correct here. I can check it out. Yeah, that's one city, Novgorod. That's it. And looks like it might meet its doom next turn. Civ 7 keep expanding. Civ 6, yeah, can you imagine how much? Oh my god, this game is like 6 years old and there's so much passion and love for it. Oh my god, yeah, what can I say? Oh yeah, so Colo with Ethelvard, Elden and Soso are playing right now with the fun team. That's why they didn't get this going. So I guess I should ask another one of the event planners, maybe Chuck. I know Chuck was here. Let me check out if he is in a game right now. I don't see him in the game, so okay, there we go. I asked Chuck. Does not feel that old. I know, right? It doesn't feel that old, especially with so much content that got poured into it and the mods and keep updating and so on and so forth. It doesn't feel like it's an old game. And not to mention, it looks really great. Even if it has like 6 years, it looks really great. One of the things that was happening, by the way, Tearty with the goals was trying to go for a Diplo victory here. He did manage to get 6 out of 20 points until now. Does have a Statue of Liberty in production, which will put him on 10 out of 20, but he is still at least two congresses away from getting a win, which is in my book a bit too late. He's gonna lose a lot of his allies. I mean, he's losing like what, 2 of his allies, and the third one soon to be. I'm pretty sure right after Poland over here will finish up with Russia. He's just gonna turn around and go against Rome, and I mean, Rome is definitely gonna be on the chopping. Already has units. Look at that. Already has a few units going against the cities of Rome. Even if Rome does have his own cuirassiers, they're still not an extremely good match against those wing hussars. We do not know about any kind of information from Civ 7. What I do know is Alexis is extremely busy with developing Midnight Science. I do not know of any other game being developed right now because, of course, it's not like I'm working for Firaxis. I'm independent, so we don't get any kind of information. What we are hoping is, of course, they will do some form of how to say, better multiplayer system for Civ 7. That's our hopes. And to be fair, I do have to say this, I can't feel like I'm stressing this enough. Civ 6 is one of the few games in the world that you can play on multiple continents without that many issues. Try to play any other game on multiple continents and see what happens. It's gonna be a disaster from the get-go. In Civ 6, we actually managed to get Australia with like Europe, with like North America, South America in the same game and actually work. Yes, there are some issues. Yes, there are some more pressure added, there's some more pressure added from the mods and so on and so forth, but when it comes to its achievements, that you cannot take away from the game. It is an impressive achievement what this game managed to do. Shock Chirpy, nice cans, feel like watching other Pro Tour again. Oh, thank you very much, sir. That is actually extremely high praise. I do feel like I'm being cut over here a little bit, so maybe I need to move on my right and let me see if this works. Okay. Oh, we got a GG. Tearty calling out the GG. Le Bus Magique manages to get a first win over here today in the first groups, or in the first stage, I should say, of the CivLAN tournament live from Lyon, France. Oh, I think I said it correctly. Yes. Of course, we are in La Source. That is one of the internet cafes in Lyon, and I guess there are more. I'm not sure. I would really love to actually get some feedback over here from the players. Okay, Chuck is responding. He responded 4 general chats created, so we do have a general chat exactly for that. For that interview. Let me see. Chat. Post game. Let's see it. Post game chats, boys. Post game chats. Let's see it. I do want to ask these players what happened, man. What happened?
Hello, GG.
Hello, and GG. Good game. So many questions, man. Oh, so many questions about the game, and how do you guys feel at the event?
Aïe.
Wait, what?
Let's start, hein.
Zulu, il a un trop gros impact au milieu là.
Can speak in English.
J'ai un manque de merde.
No, it's fine. I mean, you guys, I guess, will need to talk a bit about your game. Just one quick question: how do you feel about being so close to each other and no lag, no first moves, no last moves?
It's so good.
Still first move on people who are streaming.
Yeah,
people,
I'm getting
like,
first moved every time.
Yes.
Astikos.
Yeah,
I'm streaming and I'm getting first moved.
If
Oh,
you
no.
stream.
I
you
stream.
you get this.
Yeah, I stream. So the first move I don't have.
So first move I don't have. But feels good. Just the fact that you don't have your own setup, it's a bit weird to get it in end. Like I struggle with my mouse to move it and select units each turn. I'm like, please, because I play with really heavier sensibility.
Yeah.
And here on that spot, I
have to say I have the same problem and I'm not playing.
yeah, just that point, like
Yeah.
different setup. Merci, je suis en entendre brief. HK with us, saying yes, GG for the game.
Yep. He's not during the post game. Oh.
So what are your questions, Michael?
So first of all, I wanted to ask about Poland. I know there was a really heated discussion yesterday with Priz about the Polish pick, and looks like we did have Poland just stomp their opponents here. Did your opinion change, Priz, or is it the same?
What is my opinion for you on Poland, on the pick? Like I didn't.
My opinion.
No, you say that we had a discussion about Poland, and
Yeah.
what's your point on what do you mean by my opinion changed? Like what is the opinion you think I had?
So
I don't
yesterday, everybody
Yeah.
said that it needs to be banned, like it's an auto ban in the 1v1s and in the normal games. And I was asking if what happened, like why did it get through?
Why you say that people ask Poland to be autoban on normal games and
Yes.
1v1?
Yes.
Yeah, it's too strong.
There you go. You see.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like many other civilizations are better than Poland. Like on that spot, Cree, Dido, and on some point like Rome and maybe I would not say Zulu, but Rome, Dido, and Cree are like as strong or even stronger than Poland. What's the
No.
point of asking for autoban it? Like it's not like that strong. I would rather have first pick Dido than first pick Poland, or first pick Like we first pick Cree, we didn't first pick Poland.
It's in 1v1 that we need to
Yeah, but
recommend.
he said normal game too.
That was the discussion yesterday, Michael. It was on 1v1.
It was indeed, but it looks like it's strong in 4v4 as well. If you don't
Yeah,
have the pike,
Because we have a good player. Because we have a good player.
On 1v1 it could be a thing because actually Poland, when you rush your region, you have it around turn 17, depend
Yeah.
of if you settle turn 1 and if you have extra production on your settle.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
17 or 18. And it starts with 20 tourism because reliquary give you 12 and the region give you 8. So when you fight a civilization who don't have any eurekas, like no optimization eurekas,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you don't have the 3 city states, or if you don't build 8 units for mercenaries, or if you don't get declared war by your opponent, you will have cultural victory screen for your opponent at round 1032 because if you don't do your monuments early enough. So it could be an argument and an argument to say that Poland should be autobahn in 1v1 because there is some situation where you cannot have those optimization, like your opponent will not declare war on you, you don't have the opportunity to find 3 city state in time, and you cannot like in every spot you can build 8 units, but it's really hard in the early one and 1v1 to build 8 scouts only to deny victory conditions that Poland is not even pushing. Like Poland is just rushing region normally on every game. You're not even all in cultural victory, and you still have the opportunity to get this victory screen because your opponent don't have the luck to find the city states. So yeah, I believe that Poland in 1v1 is probably like Coupe or some other civ, an autobahn, and but on 4v4 and or on island particularly not at all.
Okay, so you think they could have actually stopped you?
What did you say? You think that?
They could have actually stopped you here with the wing assaults?
Who
En gros, est-ce
would
qu'il
have
aurait
stopped me?
souhaité...
Russia there?
Yeah.
Because with the invest he put on war on Cree, no, of course not, because he put too much early chops and early resources only to fight early game,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
he didn't invest any units on me. Like he was only focused on Cree. If he invests like half of his army on me, instead of trying maybe he tried too much on Cree after taking the first city, maybe he should take the city, raise it, and then swap all the aggression on me because Cree couldn't really push it back on him on the timing. So maybe just stop after the first city, swap all his front on me, force me to prod a lot and to transit a lot of my production on this defense instead of setting a push.
Yep.
And maybe he will have a shot to here. And his other mistake is if he raise the Cree city, the front is close, is really restricted to Tula and Yaroslav, and he can easily defend on the hills on that spot. Here, the Cree settle that he tried to defend is not defendable because it's only plains and fruit plains, and he cannot control all the ties around. If you only raise the city states, the Cree city, and try to defend on Pikeman on his 2 cities, Tula and Yaroslav, and he transit his aggression on me after taking the Cree city, I think he have a really good shot to defend me with Pikeman and General, because he have 2 General.
Yeah, yeah. There was no. I mean, the damage difference on those pikemen was too much on your side. You just overwhelmed them. He had the units ready, but
I couldn't. I need crossbows to fight Pikeman as
of course.
push. If I don't have like 4 or 5 crossbow to shut down a bit the Pikeman, I cannot pass through Pikeman.
Yeah.
At what time
And
you-
Pikeman should be like a start of the defense to then get pike and shots who definitely stop the push. Except if the opponent have field cannon and nationalism regiments.
Yep. Definitely a good game.
Yeah, yeah. Good game. Really good game.
Yeah.
Well, good game. I don't know if you have any other question.
No.
I can speak. I can speak about Poland all day long. You know.
Yeah, we discussed with the team about to ban this fucking civilization.
Fucking
because
civilization.
we,
Don't say
we
that.
know, we know that you play Poland a lot,
Yeah, definitely. It's like my best series, like not my
Yeah.
best because I think I play Russia or Arabia more better than Poland, but it's probably the thing that I enjoy the most to play.
Yes. What a
And
job.
why don't ban it? Maybe you were. I'm pretty sure you would have banned it on second rota. That's why I pushed
Yes.
the pick on first rota.
And we didn't want to saw Basil.
Yeah, I play Basilium too, so it was
So
like
we play.
I would have been. I think it would have been other with Basilium than with.
Yeah, the second pick, c'est Coupé, Menelik, and after c'est beau. Basil or
Yeah,
Poland.
you cannot ban both, and Byzantium is a better ban than Poland.
So
Definitely.
we wanted to ban Basil. You pick
Maybe take Poland
and
next time.
Ban
Ban Basil, take Poland. If you find the birthday over broken.
Yes, and after that you pick Russia.
And I also
And
pick
it's,
Russia,
and it's the same. It's the same shit, you know.
Yeah, but Russia is better than Poland on island. So you made the right choice. Don't complain about the sieve.
And the position is
the position
totally
is better.
bad
for us.
for us.
Yeah,
Russia-
definitely. We have the better.
On the source map, on the two map, Russia was allowed, and with a bad situation, and Milan in the second was pretty low, so I couldn't do more. With my goal.
You go fully hero, and I am
No,
what?
no, no.
Second game with the Russia. And,
you go free RL. It's not me. I'm not Russia.
yeah. And me with the Cree.
Yes, because
I
you
was
know-
surprised.
you know-
Whoa.
He knows that he's dead.
Yeah.
He-
It's a
He
good
can't
good.
steam easily, and I know he's dead because Victoria is southeast.
Yeah, sure.
Gordon at the southwest, and you on the south, and
Yeah.
the south tundra.
But
So
I see 800 militaries. I am whoa.
I chop in ask a lot of money
Yeah.
horses, and
It's
let's
good.
go.
It's good. You take a city.
There is somebody
Maybe-
from my stream asking, I should say, avez-vous gagné parce que la carte vous avantageait?
Did we won because the map were in our advantage?
Yeah.
I think the position is better for us, but it's not the point that Russia, if he escaped really early on, maybe he sent a settler on the first monumentality, like 31.
Yes,
31
Novi Donium was
31, he sent a settler and he gets as far as possible. Maybe if they stall and Dido defend
Astikos,
Zulu,
Yeah.
Astikos, they will have a shot because Rom can also force me to war early on as Zulu, and we are on a spot where Vicky have to defend Gaul and also to make
I'm
the goals for the
so-
team.
I'm so far of Vicky. Vicky, I
Yeah,
go
yeah,
on Vicky
I
with
mean
the
on late
tank,
game. I mean on
fascism. Yeah.
tanks, fascism,
Yeah, but
and
it's
on
a-
that spot, if Russia escape really fast and survive on the game, because Russia on his play have to do what he did, but to survive too that he missed, because we snipe his escape settler, and if he do that and Rom focus Zulu on his timing, so he can so Dido can easily defend on the spot because there is more pressure on Zulu on the other side. Maybe I believe that they have a shot to win the game. But yes, the map is definitely in our advantage on the placement.
Zulu.
But that's not the reason why we won, I believe. I think they made some misplay that cost there the game.
Okay. That's a good answer. So I guess we're gonna need to wait to see who's gonna be the winner between Fun and Chacun pour soi to see your next stage.
Yeah, it will be on
CPS win.
Ok, chasse pêche.
Non, c'est chacun.
Non, chacun pour soi.
Ouais, ils ont win, pourquoi
En fait, j'ai Soso, enfin j'ai Fun en face de moi et Soso a perdu son colon B3. Il lose.
Okay, so
settle B3. So it's hard and he will lose. Ils m'ont dit on a perdu. Je sais même pas s'ils ont fini la game ou pas, mais.
Fun probably lose the game, and we will fight chacun pour soi CPS for the next round. It will be on It will be a primordial.
Primordial.
map.
Ooh.
And when is it?
And-
Is it today or is it tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
I have to
No?
look the coming, but it's tomorrow. And I will not play this game, so it will be Astikos, Picfix, Ashka, and Priz who will
Okay.
play the game.
Okay. That's good
Because
to
we
know.
have to.
Yeah.
Any other question?
No,
We'll
thank you
leave
very
now.
much. And
Okay.
have a good game.
Yeah.
Thank you for the cast.
For the cast, Michael.
Cast.
With much pleasure. It's amazing to be here. See you guys. Have fun.
Have fun. See you.